Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Counter-Strike Confederation Season 17. My name is King Willie. I am joined tonight by DRX Code, aka Rob. At this point, I think everybody knows us. I mean, if you don't, come on. We've
Come
been here.
on.
Come
Come
on, come on. Well, you
on.
guys know us, right? Come on. But tonight we've got a challenger game for you guys. We've got the Tilted Togglers facing off against the Molotov Mages. Now, Molotov Mages being a familiar face from, I believe it was last Thursday. Is that right, Rob?
Yep, Thursday. Yep.
Yep. So we've seen them play before. We did, well, wasn't exactly a long match, but we did watch it. Um, and I mean, this game, it's exciting for some. I think it's exciting for whichever team thinks they can win tonight because that would put a win up on the board. Currently, both of these teams are sitting at an 0-2 record. Not a great start to the season, but all it takes is one game to start turning that around. And Rob, I guess I'll ask you right now, who do you think is going to be the ones to do it?
I don't know. I know we saw a rough performance from the Molotov Mages last match, but it was against a really good opponent. The
Yep.
Pretty Penny were, let's be honest, locked in.
Yep.
Um, and that's hard to deal with. So hopefully, I'm hoping that they bounce back on this match, turn it around, and get a win. So I'm putting my money on the Mages.
Okay.
I believe in the comeback right now.
Okay. Okay. I would love to be the contrarian and say you're geeked, say that's not true, and say that the Tilted Togglers are going to win this. But I just don't know. I think that there is probably a better chance at the Molotov Mages winning. But as I say that, I find out that we're already live and the map is Ancient, and the Molotov Mages have a 0% win rate on Ancient. We just
Ooh,
watched them get
ancient.
13 2'd last Thursday on this map. So I don't know exactly how the bans went for it to end up on Ancient here, but that's going to make me say Tilted Togglers just because we haven't seen them on the map yet. And we have seen Molotov Mages on the map. And we did not like what we saw. just
Yeah,
to
this is true.
just to say it bluntly. So but it sounds like the server is live. Does that mean that we're ready to switch in or are they still in warm up? Okay, they're still in warm up, so we won't be switching in yet. But we do know that I mean that gives us a little bit to talk about, right? Rob,
Yeah.
I'll kind of get your feedback from last week. What do you think the Molotov Mages need to have corrected or need to have worked on from last week to have at least a semi decent performance or competitive map on Ancient this week?
Well, it definitely felt like on that ancient, things were a little disjointed, which it happens when you're down a lot of rounds like that.
Yep.
But seeing some like afraid to make the plays that are necessary to win games. Um, like, and the Pretty Penne were just honestly playing into their at the what was perceived to be kind of a again disjointed team.
They're
So
locked in.
exactly, we saw the Pretty Penny like okay with sitting back and letting the round develop, not being concerned about map control loss. So what I'm hoping for the Molotov mages here is um, you know, good calm flow, you know, keeping the round simple and explosive, these sort of things. And hopefully, they've spent some time in the server after a second ancient loss. So that might be the thinking here, right? We
Yep.
spent some time in the server. We've seen what's wrong. We've played this map twice. We've lost twice. This time we're ready. Like we've prepared our utility. We've prepared our strats. You know, so that's what I'm hoping here.
Yeah. I mean, and to be honest, like it wasn't all bad either. We saw pretty good plays out of Lizzie. We saw good shots out of Eclipsey as well.
Yeah, that
Um,
clutch.
yeah, that clutch. Like we saw flashes of potential, But I mean, Ancient is just one of those maps where once you get that like behind, I believe it was a 10-2 half. Once you get that behind, it just there's not enough time for you to make up the rounds that you've already lost. You are ha- you're most likely not going to win. You know, an 8-4 or 6-6, obviously, but if it's a little bit closer, maybe a 9-3, even if it's a little bit closer, I say okay, maybe. But at 10-2, as soon as we saw them lose that pistol round, we knew it was over. Just quite frankly. Um,
Yeah.
Another crazy, just real quick statistic is that, and this is not to do with the Molotov mages, but it's as I'm looking at the stats here, pretty penne. Uh, Telig, Teleg, I think we figured it out.
Yeah, Tele
Uh,
G. It's Tele G.
Tele G, that's
We
right.
got corrected.
Had 100% cast rating
Whoa.
last game. So they were up against maybe the most locked in team that week. So I'm
Yeah.
not going to fault them too hard, but I'm still going to have to say it's going to be the Tilted Togglers map just because I don't know if you can. It's only been 4 days. How can you spend like unless they're spending 12 hours in the server each day and none of these guys have lives or jobs or anything else to do, you can't make up that much of a difference in just lack of kind of map utilization and
Yeah.
not lack of map knowledge. Because obviously they know the map. They've played it twice. Um, but you just can't make up, kind of that map difference in
Yeah.
that quick.
Yeah,
Um,
and you gotta be wondering from the Tilted Togglers, like, did they prep for this? Like,
yeah,
is
like
this exactly what they wanted?
yeah. Well, here's something though. I mean, on the Tilted Togglers, and something I'll say is you've Sainted, and Sainted. I know if I remember correctly from a few seasons ago, is a little bit of an ancient lover.
Ooh.
So I am excited to watch how this goes. Now they have Tilted has banned this before. They banned it in their second round of bans once, but I'm gonna say that they're still gonna win it.
Yeah. Okay. I'm kinda starting to be convinced on the Tilted Togglers,
I'm a
but
convincing
again,
guy.
unproven. So, the question is, who prepped the most, I think, is the biggest question here. Who is ready for Ancient?
I am.
Me.
Me. I'm ready. I'm ready for ancient. And I guess the other question is who wants to not have a zero under their wins,
Yeah, who's
right? This
hungry?
is and we were just talking with Nico, our wonderful observer and producer before this, and he said, you know what, this is either going to be very one sided or it's going to be a long game, and I think I'd be happy either way. If it's a long game, great. That means we get to watch, the dumpster bowl uh, happening. But if it's short, then we know that hey, first couple of weeks can be flukes, and that's okay. And the producer gets to sleep. It's if it's a fast game, is what I just got told. But that's not true. We're keeping him up all night. Um, so as we're waiting on this to get ready, Rob, is there anything else you kind of want to talk about when it comes to this matchup? Anything you want to talk about when it comes to Challenger as a whole?
Um, well, I will say for Challenger as a whole, it's, definitely an interesting tier, a lot of volatility. So, you know, again, these first 2 match days might not really they could be flukes, yeah. This could be a total turnaround point. Um, any game is kind of up for debate, you know?
Except last week. That one was not up for debate.
That
Uh
was just a smashing.
that was a yeah, that was a smackdown, and we started off with a nice little combo. I like this knife glove combo. It's awesome. Who is this?
Yeah.
Who are we watching right now?
Ooh,
It's kind of our
they
good.
have a pistol too?
Okay, our good's got some taste. And Tilton's gonna be
Red
starting
loadout.
off. Wow, yeah, red loadout. Talk about that. But it's gonna be. Whoa. Okay. What? Hang on a
Okay.
second. Oh.
Oh, he heard us
Okay.
talking. Oh, agent.
Agent skin.
Are we allowed agent skins here?
Nah, there's no way agent skins are allowed.
Well, what about
Uh.
clips?
Oh wait, yeah. Wait, Clipsy has an agent skin on. Uh. Oh, okay.
See?
Okay. Yeah. We just got confirmation in the chat. Agent skins are a big no-no. So, I mean, you know what? Hey, look, both teams starting out with 1 death off the bat.
Yeah.
So,
So far, even.
yeah. And I'm thinking for both of these players, they hope it's their only death of the game. How embarrassing would that have been, though, huh? You get
If it's
started,
the only
maybe,
death,
you know.
then they're baiting. That's bait. That's bait
I'm not
stats
gonna.
right there.
I'm not gonna say that like we ever used the fact that there were agent skins in our ESCA games to get some overturned because we never did that.
Yeah, that has
We
never
never
been.
we never did that back when it first started getting enforced. But I am curious, you know, would somebody in CSC do that in a challenger game like this where it's 0-2, you know? Okay. Thanks, Nico. Yes. Okay. Man, well, it looks like everything got sorted out. Agent skins have been turned off. And then we have a, you know, bleh, classic knife. Not a fan.
I love classic knife.
Yeah, not a fan. I don't know.
But it's
Call me a
classic.
hater.
All right, classic B.
Yep. And yeah, here's another classic. B-Rush. But I think, well, I can say Molly, but there it is. Okay. Molly's
It's
used.
the cave strat. We do this in our pugs all the time.
But are tilted togglers ready for this? And it looks like they are. It is a massacre in the cave. Oh, but bomb is going to be confirmed. There is no stopping this. Now Lurf going to be coming around the long side, looking for something. Hits the jump on accident and not able to control quite enough. Eyes coming out onto the side, looking for the last kill. A lot happened very fast there.
Okay,
But
what a explosive round.
I mean,
kind of set up for it. That
Yeah,
smoke. That'd be asking.
that was interesting.
Prep.
I liked that. Yeah. Is that prep? Because I Sainted was in there. Sainted was the one who threw the smoke, I believe. So, you know, well, did Sainted know?
We'll see. We'll see how this works out.
And I think
All right.
should be a buy coming through.
Yep. Hopefully seeing the. Yep. Okay. Right. It's gonna be forced buy as expected with that bomb down.
Low util though.
Molotovs.
Wait, one smoke. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of having only one smoke and another BB.
Show Pyro able to get into this cave, not contested from eyes.
Did you see? Did they just use 2 smokes on cave?
God.
Not sure if I saw it. The flash. Some weird pop-ups, but speaking of popping up, they're going to be popping out into mid now. Argood, you are in a 1v3. Only going to be able to have the 1. Check it out. So now we're down to a 3v3 here. Info found on the donut player. Ladies man, scaling up. Rotate has been called. Both players rotating off of this B site.
Bomb.
Yep, brakes have been applied though. Molotov mages. Looking around.
There is an open B site for the Molotov mages to take advantage of.
Yeah, if they speed up, this one smoke could actually prove to be almost not a round winning, but maybe a round securing smoke. Walking up, Clipsy's gonna find something maybe. Oh, and actually a smoke gets used. The smoke gets used on A to continue the fake and keep them here, but this bomb's gonna be planted soon, and that smoke might have been used a little early. Bomb's gonna go down. 40 seconds added to the clock. Timer has started. This man in a very good position here, but the shadow could have just away. Nope, not gonna hold the trigger either. Looking for 2 here, gonna find it as well. Now Sainted coming for a trade. A little Galil upgrade. Hit on the hip. Sainted wants to go for this. Doesn't want to be eco. Doesn't want to lose the conversion. But I don't know if he's gonna have a choice. Wing finds 1. Hang on. Could be finding the second ball. Blind. Sainted in the 1v3 clutch. And there's time to collect the defuse. Whoa, take a deep breath if you are on the tilted togglers. That could have gotten dicey.
Impressive. A great clutch from Sainted.
And that's what you want out of your
spray
IGL.
down.
That's what you want out of your IGL right there. The fragging IGL. Kind of like a kicksand, but,
Yeah, but yeah.
but,
We're not gonna.
like kicksand, also starting 0-2.
Yeah. Oh, true.
So let's see. Can you make it a 1-2?
For the save.
Oh, but a fast. Look at that. Lurf. Fast up the boxes, finding that pick onto Clipsy. Shutting them down. 0-4 on Clipsy right now. Not the start you want. That mid smoke would be an issue if they push, but Shield Pyro not going to be good for it. Look at Lurf. I mean, 22 HP and still finding kills. Now it's Brodo up here. Can you find? Nothing. Oh, but there we go.
Elbow.
Yep. Guys, turn around. Oh, okay. Flinging with the nade. Gotta love.
One.
Eyes, jumping, and blind? I didn't see a flash go off there.
Okay. Well.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna trust the kill feed.
Yeah. He was blind.
He
No
was
eyes.
blind. No eyes. On eyes.
Yep.
Eyebrow
All right.
raised.
A convincing start from the Tilted Togglers. 3-0. And honestly, just
This is the buy now. This is the buy.
Yep. Here's the rifle round. MP9 on our good. And eyes.
I guess full rifles for Molotov. Oh, and that's gonna be a good start right there. But I mean, they traded just about a life's worth of damage because of it. Damage could prove to be an issue when coming up against, I mean, really 3 out of the 4 of these remaining weapons for the tilted togglers here. That MP9 and Galil could be extremely lethal, and man, they're all getting chipped down very quick, but a B hit is going to be the play. Sainted, you are the test, and you have failed. Now, I mean, yeah, just eyes left. Okay.
See a save here.
Yeah, this should be a save. Eco is not doing too great, and that's going to be the call. Yeah, Sainted's in the comms right now. Go! Get out!
Hey, that was a convincing win for the mages, really. Finding the opening through the smoke, just grouping, hitting B.
Yeah.
Solid. Exactly.
I mean, I like that. You found the pick in mid. Okay, you know what? That probably takes care of the player coming up boxes there. In Lurf. And, you know, that's why not? Let's try poke B.
Terrorists win.
Oh, that was a good. Yeah.
One thing I'm kind of concerned about from the Tilted Togglers is this default cave smoke that they've been throwing every round. Like it blocks the rush, but you're signaling, hey, we're not gonna go for any information in Jaguar, you know. Like,
And if you don't throw it, now they're gonna know. Oh wait, guys, they might push.
yeah, he's might be, yeah. So we'll see how that pans out in the long play of things.
Probably going for a similar play as last time for these picks in mid, albeit a little bit less aggressively. Actually,
Pyro, he might find this open A site.
yeah, especially because Stackin is just staying towards mid right now. In fact, it looks like they're. Oh no, here comes the rotate back. Okay, Lurf's gonna go down to Lizzie though. Oh, Miss Molotov's gonna make things a little bit interesting, but not a big deal, especially when Shield is just gonna be swinging and finding a kill. Might not be prepared for a second player here, but confirmed. Sainted, wait, could unconfirm this. Oh, with the spray is gonna be good as well. Doesn't expect a player close, looking for the tap, doesn't find it. Shield Pyro. Oh, and Ladies Man with the backstab. Now they know where this last player's at, and that's just too clean.
Solid.
5-0 for Ladies Man. Or no, that I misread that. 5-3 for Ladies Man. It's a 5 and a 0 on Clipsy, though. Not in the way you want it.
No. But it is 3-2. So if Clipsy shows up, then we're the Molotov mages are looking strong.
And I think we might be in for a competitive game.
Yeah. right, save coming out on the tilted togglers.
3 Zeuses.
Looks like they're gonna stack B.
3 Zeuses. Oh no.
Cave stack. Yeah.
Oh no. Wow, they actually read the eco perfectly there. You see that molly on bottom ramp and on bottom cave?
Yeah.
Murph is gonna go down. Same thing with eyes. Oh, and they're just trying to bait him in for our good. 11 HP on Clipsy though. He does find the first 2. There we go. There's gonna be a lot more than just them though. And oh, poor Clipsy. Finds the first 2 kills, goes down to a Zeus. But hey,
now we're all tied up.
Third round picked up, and the op is coming out. Are good.
Molotov mages, I will say, are looking a lot stronger.
They have more rounds than they did last game.
Yeah, that is actually true.
So, great start, if you ask me. Now
Never seen the op in red room.
Can they get?
Interesting.
They take. Oh wait, look at this. They actually took the space. They didn't throw the smoke.
Yeah, now they're the
Now
info's
they have-
in though.
Yeah, they have all the jag. Chilled pulled out a nade at the wrong time. Wasn't expecting guys to swing there, and this is actually gonna find. And then Lurf's gonna give his position away.
On the shelf.
Oh, they're
looking
gonna come
for
out
the
mid. Now they're here. Lurf's gonna find Lipsy. There's another one though, not able to find it. Frodo, chip down 2 HP. Not that that matters. It's a 3v2 here. Actually, that could be what decides how this round plays out. If Frodo goes
Frodo's
first,
so
then you
low.
go down. 8 Frodo, but the spacing is just not there. And stacking swings into an op. The third,
Op
but
the op.
oh wait, Argood doesn't think that Lizzie is pushing this smoke. Might get caught out in the back here. Lizzie finds this timing. Oh. Oh, wait. Lizzie doesn't know where to go. Neither player knows the location of the other. It's all down to sound cues. This is where things start to get very tense for both players. Timing is everything. Oh, but the sound cue and the reload. Yep, that's going to confirm the position for Lizzie. Bomb plant, though. Yep, Argood hears that. Now swinging back. I don't know if they're expecting Lizzie to be holding that angle with the op. So 4th round for the Molotov mages and a little bit of a rough eco for Tilted Togglers.
Yeah, the Molotov mages are really stringing together these rounds. And convincingly, too. Finding openings. We saw the opening through the smoke mid for the first Molotov mage round. Then we saw an opening on shelf when they creeped out on A. Then we've seen another opening. Well,
Same
never mind.
here.
The Toggler's got another. My bad.
Did you just see that molly from Lizzie? That mollied shelf.
Oh, yeah.
That is, I've never seen that molly in my life. Whoa! And I've never seen a shot like that! What is happening here in mid? A bunch of smoke kills. Oh, they're afraid to go back out.
Argood has so much space here.
Oh, but eagle shots need to be hitting a little bit better than that. Okay, AK retrieve. Hang on. B-site has been given up, though. There's only 3 players here, so if they hurry up, they can cut off the player coming through ruins. They just need to be fast about this. Sort of confirms the position of 1. Let's see, finding a kill. And this. Oh! Argood. To spam. Ladies, man, they're not ready for him.
Terrorists win.
Nice.
Mess.
Solid
Mess.
plus
Little bit of a mess of around, but they tightened up real quick on that post. The thing, you know.
Yeah.
The thing that the word you just said.
Post plan.
Post plan. Thank you. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, Molotov mages looking even stronger. That was against some pistols, but
No op this time. Yeah, I mean, what a sick molly that is, huh?
yeah.
Oh, and chilled! Just through the smoke. Oh, feeling himself tonight. Probably
Another
a little,
opening.
probably a little mad about how these last couple ancient games have ended. Wants to flip the script on its head. No more losing. Do a little bit of a slow period.
Eyes is kind of sniffing out mid. He heard that molly. But it's kind of all on our good here. We gets one.
Comes to rotate through CT as well. Oh, doesn't get it. Ladies man is looking good tonight.
He's hitting some zingers.
Oh, and Eyes catches the timing to be able to catch the spam through the smoke, and now he's got to dip back. Escapes his life to make it a 3v3. Without equal HP around board. And all through CT retake. They are hunkered down. The Molotov mages now looking to keep their streak alive. There's the first. Molotov's gonna come out. And that's gonna force Lizzie into the fight and out of the fight. Oh, but
Now
we
we're
don't
down
know
to
about
1v1.
ladies, man. They don't know about ladies, man. Smoke's gonna be deployed on the bomb. Sainted has to find it. Sainted, where's that? Oh, the smoke spam is gonna come through. Ladies, man keeps it alive. For the Molotov mages. Wow. I mean,
Whoa. Wow, yeah,
Lot
these
of smoke
Molotov
kills.
mages, even in the clutch, they've kept their cool. Yeah, the tilted togglers have to cook up something to deal with these openings that the Molotov mages are just consistently getting on them.
you don't think we gave Tilted the caster's curse, do you? We're not that good at casters yet, right?
No, yeah. they did this
Sure.
themselves.
Surely not. Okay, Team Flash comes out. Molly, not gonna hit. Sainted, there we go.
There we go.
Okay. Finally an opening going the way of the Tilted Togglers, and it feels like forever. Oh, and there's no way they're ready for this. Eyes up so close. Not ready. And they're gonna find another. Now they know where this op is at. Ooh, that wallbang. It's a little bit close there. Oh, and Eyes is just hitting nothing but headshots. It's all down to Clipsy with 10 HP, and this is surely a Tilted Togglers round.
Our eyes just went gigantic.
No kidding. Gigantic Eyes.
Now Clipsy has to figure out a way to save here.
Look at this. Look at this.
With
Clipsy
50
threw the op
seconds.
out.
Oof.
Yeah, Clipsy did just throw the op out. Knows. I mean, that's all but a white flag at this point.
Yeah, 10 HP,
Knowing
what do you
that
do?
this is not exactly winnable, especially with Sainted playing this close. Oh, but actually, okay, at least take Sainted down. So, I mean, it doesn't affect the eco too much, though. I mean, you win a round that you're not supposed to win if you're on the Tilted Togglers, and that sets you up nice and good, nice and pretty for going into the almost last round of the half, second to last.
Yeah, coming down. And the Molotov mages was strong eco. They should be able to buy into this last round as well. But we have seen the tilted togglers taking mid a lot.
True, but Molotov mages have been just... and finally, okay, there we go. That nade came out and made Lurf panic a little bit. But Shield Pyro is on the other side of the map this time. Look at Lizzie. Oh, I don't think Lizzie saw the shoulder.
No,
So,
that smoke.
or Lurf, excuse me, is going to be able to get out for free.
Molotov mages are kind of boxed in from these smokes. Forced into this B side.
Yeah, they're choosing the one way out, which is through. Because you have this lurk coming through mid, which does massive damage, taking out Argood and Lurf here. Or at least taking Lurf down low. Oh, it's still down. And you find a good spam here. Oh, and Chilled is just trying to edge the smoke. Pistol is now out, and this is just, how do you win this if you're Lurf? And you win this if you're Lurf. Some good shots here. Good shots on target. Oh, the knife is out for Brodo. Oh, okay, now the gun's brought out. And they're just up against each other in the smoke. Oh. So at best now for the Tilted Togglers, you want 5 to 7. At worst, 8 to 4.
Honestly, the great show of just being calm from the Molotov mages. We didn't see that much in their last game.
Yep.
But just being okay to sit for a little bit, wait for that Lizzie backstab to come in.
Maybe they learned a little bit from Pretty Penny. Because that's what we saw,
Yeah.
right? Pretty Penny were just kind of, they weren't stressed about being smoked out. They weren't worried. They said, okay, let's just wait out the util. They like to throw it early. Let's sit it out. Okay, Chilled Pyro, though. Can't sit out that nade. Down to 49 HP without seeing a player yet.
Molotov mages are ready for this mid.
Oh, Murph was not. Mid's actually just gone off of that.
Yeah. So the Togglers kind of change up their setup for that round. So far, it is not panning out.
Does not bode well. That smoke
Yeah,
is... Oh,
a
what
split
are
smoke.
up with these? Yeah, these are some...
Miss smoke.
It misses. It misses. I was going to say, I don't know where these smokes
Supposed to
are
go
going.
Like deep red.
Yep. Yep. Argud, wait a second. Argud
Ooh.
catch off Chilled here, but doesn't know about the player behind. Yep, and that's going to be a trade from Lizzie. 3v4 retake does not seem likely. Possible. Might
Bringing up
look.
kicks in earlier for Saint.
Yeah.
My bad. Wrong way.
Yeah. Oh. Like, stacking, looking for anything, not gonna find it. 4 to 8 is gonna be the half. Molotov Mages showing a lot better of a performance than they did last week. It feels like everybody's kind of found their stride. For the most part, that is.
Yeah, I would agree.
Lizzie rocking the full Vader stats at 807 damage for 13 kills. Oh. You know, so be it. But I mean, it's could get interesting.
Yeah. We'll see how this pistol goes. But the Molotov mages can set up a solid defense.
And
And this game
you
is
know,
as good as done.
even though this game doesn't exactly look close, the one thing I appreciate about these 8 to 4 halves is that, I mean, and I've talked to you about it plenty of times, it's an eco cycle. If you're on Tilted Togglers right now and you win this pistol round, you are looking good. But a missed red smoke does not look good. It looks like potential to be shot in the head. Not gonna happen though, ladies man. Taking some notes from
They're
Saint
playing
and
retake.
Doolies. Smoke gonna be deployed. No spam to follow through with it, and Stackin just getting aggressive. And it's just gonna be a brawl at long, and that's not gonna work out well against USPs here. Oh no. Alright, it's all down to eyes. Eyes 9 and 10. Second top frag on the team. What can you do except for run away and die? So 9 to 4.
Wow. Still the Togglers overextending their hand in that post plant, trying to get a little bit too much control. You know, they walk into this B site and there's nobody there. You know, they're playing retake.
Molotov Mage is calling the timeout though. Now, this is something that I can appreciate, right? When you're up this much, you need to start worrying about, you know, if you're the IGL, you need to call this and go, okay, guys, like, look, let's calm down. Like, I know we're probably super excited. Everybody's hyped. We're playing well. We're, you know, kicking butt. But we need to kind of calm down a little bit, lock in for these last 4 rounds, and just get it over with, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's something I don't see happen enough. And I think it costs a lot of teams a you know, a blowout victory, and it turns into a very close game and the potential for an upset.
Yeah, certainly. Yeah, We like the WIZ tactical timeouts.
Another
See
beacon.
if it turns into anything.
Daring today, are we? Maybe not.
It's
yeah,
gonna
not
be
a rush. Spotted though, and Chill
That's a lot of
Pyro's
info.
jumping around. Yeah, Chill Pyro jumping around, hopping, skipping, not finding anything except for damage. It's all down to Lizzie on site. Finds one, only one. That's it. But Clipsy looking for a little bit more, trying to lock back in, get that score line up, 80 up, and Sainted perfect backstab onto Brodo here. Now it's 2v2, and Clipsy's gonna come out fast. Chip down to 14 HP though. Smoke is gonna be deployed. That's not on bomb, but that's gonna be the round 10-4. And a broken economy for the Tilted Togglers almost guarantees 11.
Counter-terrorists win.
Oh,
Molotov mages have all the momentum. Yeah, this game is feeling like you're on the back foot if you're the Tilted Togglers right now.
well, I'd say back foot's a little bit of an understatement. Maybe knocked on your ass? Yeah. That's maybe a little bit more valid. They're fighting to go 1 and 2 here, and this game looking like it's coming to a close. But now Bai is actually going to be out with such little utility. All the damage is just going the way of the Molotov mages.
Look at all this control for the Molotov mages too.
Okay, all the Bogdans with the AK. Big damage actually on the spam, and Lurf, that's really good. Now 6 HP though. For a spam could come back at them. Not to
A
happen.
bit more breathing room for the Tilted Togglers to work.
Pyro though, kind of a. I mean, I feel like we haven't stopped saying his name every round. Gonna be maybe getting aggressive through the smoke, or at least just sitting in it. I can
This is
almost
freaky.
guarantee at least one, but ooh,
Whoa.
Doesn't catch the timing
Okay.
there. Sainted now. Ladies man taking down eyes. So a 4v4 here. Brodo letting him know. Okay, there's one in mid. Nothing else, and Chill Pyro and Lizzie. It's stacking in the 1v2 with 2 HP, 1 HP per player. But actually, might be calling to go back to B. They're not ready for this. Excuse me, A site.
With the bomb going down, there is a chance for stacking. There is a chance.
A small chance, and it has to be clean. AK is a one-tap headshot. Or one-tap kill. What am I even saying tonight?
Just 2 clean headshots is all he needs.
Yep. Can he find it, though? Playing a little bit out in the open. That's dangerous when you're on 2 HP. Those location players now finds the first, looking for the second, and gets it to put up a 5th, and that just might be the wind in the sails for the Tilted Togglers. Oh, 2 HP
Stacking the bodies.
and a dream.
Oh,
Oh,
that felt impossible.
that is insane. And that's what you need. I mean, if you are on the Tilted Togglers, you're feeling down and out. That round was breaking the economy if you lost it. But this, I mean, now look at the Molotov mages. They're on Deagles, 5-7, 1 M4 on Ladies Man, the hero. Clipsy saving for an op. This just got interesting. Sorry, Nico, we might be in for a long night after all.
Okay, the Tilted Togglers playing carefully. They heard the Deagle shots ring out in mid.
Yep, and that scares them a little bit. You don't want to lose to an eco. Okay, spots the first player, gets dinked as well. Lurk, already down at HP. Now we gotta see some clean Deagle shots. Bomb plant going down though, and yep, I mean only 2 players left on Molotov mages. If you're Ladies Man, you get out of there with that M4. Our good notes.
Hey, look at it, 10, 6 half.
Half.
game.
Yep, yep. Half. I think it might be 2 years in the past here.
Yeah, my bad.
Half. Half has not ended at 16 for a while now. Or no, wait. It's not even. It would never be the half. Wait a second. The ninja. Okay. Might just be there to cause some issues. Ah.
Barely getting away with his life. The safe.
Tainted's gonna go down. So there's something. There's a little bit of a, you know, silver lining, I suppose. But the full buy, not gonna be for another round. We're on the Molotov mages. So almost, I mean, 7's just about guaranteed here.
Barring heroics. But the Tilted Togglers,
I mean,
we're seeing the wind in their sails again off the back of that clutch.
on my line. Ooh, a lot of, well, not as much damage in the mollies as I think, but
Who's going through the smoke?
yeah, that's the question. Okay, there we go. Lurf figured out something was up. Now, okay, wow, what a... You're not going up against any ops, I promise you, Lurf. That is a little bit crazy to do. Okay, but, you know.
Honestly, saving his AK and M4 might be the move.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of need it. Oh, okay, that should be the sign, ladies, man. But the step was heard. Hang on.
Back out.
Yeah, stacking those. So does Sainted. You're only finding one there. M4 is going to go down now. Clipsy will be able to drop one, so there's that. But could have dropped an op if they had saved that rifle. Well, I guess maybe they'll be able to still buy.
Yeah, I think Clipsy could be able to drop an op if they wanted it.
Well, Lizzie's at 14.
Lizzie's kind of lacking.
Yeah, so they might need just a rifle drop.
Terrorists win.
Yeah, I don't know if the eco is quite good enough to pull out an op right now. As much as you'd want it, I'd be surprised to see it.
I want it. Come on. Nope. All right.
And in fact, Lizzie just with an MP9. Clipsy has enough to drop a rifle here. I don't know exactly what the... Close?
Lizzie,
2,900
so.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Not a horrendous weapon position. We haven't seen any sort of like big mid fights this game.
There's the MP9. Oh, we've seen some mid smoke kills.
Yeah, yeah. Both
And
kind
here
of
comes the
afraid
mid
to
fight.
go crazy.
That mid fight happened.
Yeah, 4v4 and mid is in the hands of the Tilted Togglers.
Okay, Clipsy spots the head of one.
Look, ladies. Push through elbow. He's got the kill.
And good
He's got a
two as
double.
well. Hang on, could find more. Lurf doesn't know exactly where to look here. Oh, and they're coming towards A, and Ladies Man is here. Full HP and a kit and a smoke and a flash and a gun ready to mow them. Oh, and Lurf is just turning the back to A main. They have no clue. Get an inkling of a feeling. Oh, and just turns the back the wrong way. It's all down to Argood in the 1v2. Keep their little streak alive, and Lizzie's gonna shut that down. Making me eat my words about that MP9, I guess.
I don't like that push in the A main that we saw.
Yeah.
You know, you have the info that Ladies Man was elbow.
Just
came
expect
through
A main.
donut.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
expect A main. But nonetheless,
No, Molotov made
11.
back on the win.
And here's the op for Chilled Pyro. Been a little bit quiet, Chilled Pyro's been since they didn't have the op. So I'd love to see them pop off.
Yeah, sure. Not gonna get anything coming up that ramp. So the Tigers don't want to give anything up like that.
Yeah, who
Unless
would be the first to die? on? Okay. Ooh. Oh.
The
Ah.
cat and mouse.
Oh. Ooh. Are you gonna show yourself to the op? Oh my god. Chilled Pyro just is sitting here too. Knows that there's a player there and alright. Nothing gave up yet.
The togglers
Cave control handed
tightening the
over.
noose.
Okay, Op has been spotted. Op finds stacking on ramp. Stacking. And pushing through the smoke. Clipsy. They just want to put 12 on the board. They want to confirm at least overtime. Oh, ladies, man, it's looking good. In 9, 93 ADR. All eyes on you.
Togglers need another clutch.
This is a lot harder. Well, maybe not as hard. At least you have more HP this time around. But a Molotov is the only util you have to work with. What do you do? Seven, 6, 5, 4. Gotta get that bomb down now. Oh
Is it
my
time?
god, I don't think there's time. No. Oh, and this could... Don't swing!
No.
Oh! Dies after time.
What a
Oh, and that
blunder
is
of a round.
$900. That's attack timeout. Oh. I think we're gonna see. I think we know who's going 1 and 2.
I don't agree with that decision to send 3 players out onto that B site, and your bomb is down on it elbow. So
Oh, eyes.
I. Mm.
Eyes.
Oh,
Left?
he's gone.
What?
He couldn't handle it after the
What is happening? Did
tilted togglers tilted.
yet desk slam maybe turned off the PC on accident? Slightly concerning. Now, obviously, it could be a variety of things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it doesn't have to be that he tilted. It could be maybe just a classic CS2 crash, huh? How about that?
Oh yeah, those happen all the time.
Yep. What's
Wow,
eyes?
ladies, man, look at this guy. 19 and 9.
What's eyes' I I I I, I don't want to say anything, but if I go to ping at eyes, like if I just type it in, nothing pops up. But I don't know if that's like his Discord name.
No clue.
Uh,
IZ.
IZ, like, because if that's the case, I don't know if they just left the server. I'm gonna assume that's not what just happened. I just wanted to go in there and check. I'm gonna assume Eyes did not just leave CSC,
That would be crazy.
and that maybe something else is happening. Okay. Prod has just confirmed that he is still in CSC. For some reason, when I tried to ping him, though, nothing popped up. So I got a little concerned because I don't think it would be the first time someone left in the middle of a match because they got tilted. I think that's happened like once before. No, I don't think we saw a crash out. I think we just saw a regular crash. No reason to be concerned, guys. I'm just fanning the flames. All right. All right. Nothing actually happened. Nothing ever happens, as a matter of fact.
Yep. Remember that.
Remember that. Nothing ever happens.
Insult the chart.
Things that happen, nothing. Well, I mean, I guess now we wait.
Yeah, Molotov mages are looking so much stronger than they did on Thursday.
So I mean, now we're waiting. Actually, okay, yeah, we are just sitting around. Sounds like we're
Kicking it
just,
and chilling.
yep, we're just checking. And it looks like Counter-Strike is booted up on WIZ's Steam. Not that I'm stalking them that hard, but
Yeah, dude, this is
I did just pull up the Steam, and Counter-Strike is open. So we should see them come back. Surely. Oh, I think we do. Yep, okay.
okay.
We're good.
Okay.
Crash out did not happen. I was just fanning the flames. Uh, and it looks like the Molotov Mages are fanning the flames of their first victory for the season.
Yeah, this is a tough round to cook up for the Tilted Togglers. What do you do? Possibly something explosive. We haven't really seen anything explosive from either team this whole half.
And it looks like Sainted actually said something in chat. He was crashing in Donut last round. So, okay. Well, that's what happened. Whew. Yep. Yep, good old CS2 crash. That's all that happened. No crash outs, just regular crashes. But armor, a P250, and a flash is all that WIZ is going to have going into this round.
Yeah, it's rough.
Not even full armor, half armor at that. So yeah, I don't know what you do if you're on the Tilted Togglers right now. You gotta,
Yeah, this is gonna be tough. But the Molotov Mages themselves have not. Well, never mind. Molotov Mages have been playing the CT half pretty well. Ladies man making those pushes through A main.
Yep. Yeah, there were a couple rounds. To deal with. Yeah, there's a couple rounds that they let kind of slip, but I mean against pistols, I don't think. Hang on.
Here's the explosiveness.
The mid fight, you wanted it last round. Well, hey, you got it. Oh my god, and they're just running straight into chill. Hello. Oh, chilled. It's the Alamo. What can you do? Okay, you can back out. Well, at least you live to fight another day. Bomb is going to be planted, though. And I think the crash out has just turned into a comeback. Can't say that yet, but delay.
Still sniffing out.
But you're broke right now. Oh, but you find eyes.
Is this possible?
No, not possible anymore.
All right.
But, yeah, the eco right now for the Molotov Mages is concerning. Save the op, sure.
Terrorists win.
But
Well, they do have some rounds to work with, so if they keep their cool, they can
some.
relax.
But I think we're going the distance. I think we're gonna.
You think
watch
we're
it
going
go
the distance?
I think we're going minimum 13-11. Could be overtime though.
Okay. Okay. You know, I believe that.
Think about it, right? You'd save this round. You get 1900 loss bonus. So at best a rough buy if you want to buy next round. But maybe you just wait until they have 10. Okay, well then if they win that round, all of a sudden they have 11.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, wait a second. Look at this. They had a B-stack going. They had the gamble correct. But this lurk out of Sainted is just being perfectly executed. Well, till he was perfectly executed. Shot rings true, and B-site has been consumed.
Yeah, so the Toggler's praising their IGL right now.
Sainted, you're so good. We love you, Sainted. Pistols,
Molotov
though?
Mages
And an
could
AK.
find some
Yeah.
exits here.
This,
Oh.
They're looking for more than exits. There's still a kit on Shield Pyro. This could get very dangerous if more Deagle shots keep hitting.
Oh.
And oh, it's my goodness, it's just it's one player alive. It's Lurf. He needs to hold on. He needs to stay alive. He finds one. It's a 1v1. Frodo, though. Oh, it's a 1v2, excuse me, but that's going to be the game no matter what. But there's no kit. Is there time? Right, there's time.
There's time. Wow, what a finish to that match.
Oh.
We were over here thinking it was
It was going the
Gotta go the
distance.
distance.
Well, I guess the race ends early.
Yeah.
13-8, the Molotov Mages put themselves up at 1-2 and knock the Tilted Togglers down to 0-3.
Yeah,
I
finally
mean,
conquering Ancient.
yeah, no kidding. Now they have a 33% win rate on
Yeah,
Ancient. Look at that.
that's big. Their Ancient honestly did look a lot better this
Yeah.
game than last game. Well, they had some more setups they were willing to like Ladies Man was willing to make those pushes through A main. We saw some shelf plays.
I mean, we just saw confidence. That was really it.
Yeah.
That was
Yep.
the big difference, right? Is last game they when Pretty Penny felt suffocated, it was they just kind of sat back, they relaxed, they just went with the round. They were like a boat on the tides.
Yeah.
And on the other hand, the Molotov Mages, when they were playing Pretty Penne, they were getting hit by the storm. And
Yeah.
I mean, they drowned. But this game, I think they learned a lot. I think they learned to be peaceful like a swan.
Mm, Swan team.
Swan team.
All right.
Well,
Yeah,
any
that
I
was
mean
a good match. That was a good match.
any any thoughts about how I mean what could the Tilted Togglers have done better though?
Well, a couple of those. Well, the CT half started off pretty strong, but losing multiple openings on that CT half, with no response, I think left them high and dry. And we saw a couple of, uh, I would say, not to sound too critical, but some strange decisions on the T half.
Yep.
Um, on every level.
I think for me, I think it was a lot of just individual mistakes. I don't know if as a team they necessarily did anything wrong. And the other tough part is that a lot of those, what we call mistakes, had they just gone the other way, had they just won that one duel that, maybe they pushed through a smoke and it just, went the wrong way. Uh, and not only that, I mean, think about this, right? You saw so many nades, so many kills through the smokes from the Molotov mages.
Yeah.
It just, that's tough to play up against. Uh, so I think the Tilted Togglers, I saw glimpses of potential. That game could have
Yeah.
gone their way if, one or two kills had gone differently.
Yeah, a lot of
Uh,
rounds came down to 1v1s.
yep.
There was a couple,
And
yeah.
and there was also that one round which, it did go their way, and maybe this is something the Molotov mages need to look at real quick is that what was it, a 1v2 Lurf on 2
Yeah.
HP? Or was it eyes on 2?
Stack
No, it was
hacks,
Lurf. Yeah. It
stacking.
was stacking. You're right. Stacking on
Yeah,
2
that was good.
HP. I mean, that's what you want, right? Is you want more of that. And I think that's what they were kind of expecting, and they just never found it. But I'm gonna say, you know what? There's still a chance for Tilted Togglers.
Mhm.
It's not over quite yet. Um, there's still a potential for we're so back. Um, but I mean, they
Yeah,
just have to
hopefully they
lock
find it
in.
next game.
Yeah, lock in. That's really all you
Yeah,
could say.
I think they're close to it. I think it'll be an easy path to improvement for the Tilted
But
Togglers.
looking at the rest of the challenger, I mean, do either of these teams have what it takes to go toe to toe against Pretty Penne or the Leopards? I personally don't think so.
Yeah, right now, no.
Yeah, I think there's a lot more locking in that needs to occur before either team is prepared to go up against one of those guys. But regardless, I think that will do it for tonight.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. This has been a exciting night to say nonetheless. We finally saw them go. We saw one of these teams put a win in their column for wins. There we go. But I think that'll do it. So thank you so much for joining us tonight. My name is King Willie. I've been joined tonight by Rob. I will still be King Willie on Thursday, and Rob will still be here on Thursday. So thank you so much for
Yep.
joining. I'm seeing people saying we should keep going, but I know Nico wants to go to bed, so we are going to call it for the night. So thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back on Thursday, though. Don't you worry. We're not going anywhere. I'm sitting in my chair until Thursday. We'll see you next time, folks.
Yeah, see y'all.